I learned something today. Well, I learn something every day, but that's the advantage of being an aspie, is that you're continuously learning. I have always believed that high-functioning autism was very similar to being an aspie after all. If you speak to people and they don't want to use the term Asperger's anymore because of their own beliefs, they will often refer to it as high-functioning autism or ASD. I've always assumed high-functioning autism meant that they were high-functioning. Today, I discovered it just means that they have an IQ above 78. That really surprised me because, well, I don't know how anyone can function with an IQ like that. Sure, it's only one form of intelligence, but one expects that people would be, if they're high functioning, to be intelligent. I know that 80 to 120 is the norm. That's why I don't have an awful lot of respect for most NTs, because again, I don't see how somebody with an IQ of 120 can actually end up have a sensible conversation or make any sort of intelligent comments. Yes, they can be taught. Heck, monkeys can be taught. So, what exactly? I don't know how I sort of feel about all of that, because I've always assumed that all Aspies, all Asperger's, were people who were way up there and sort of your Einstein type IQs. Anything above about 135 I'd consider to be people who were likely to actually be Aspies. Now I'm very, very confused. So yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this conversation, to be perfectly honest. I'm just sort of looking at it, and I don't know where I'm disappointed. Well, obviously I'm confused. So, as I say, these are just my ramblings. It's been a while since I've done one. But now I can understand why those who are autistic often confuse themselves with being Aspies. I've often looked at their comments, and especially on Facebook, and thought, well, it's obvious that they've got absolutely nothing to do with being an Asperger, but maybe they were diagnosed that way. Maybe that's the whole point of the version 5 and saying that there's not an awful lot of difference, because a lot of the psychologists and psychiatrists out there aren't actually looking for Asperger's. They're just looking for people who can mask a lot better than the average autistic person. So yeah, just wanted to sort of get it out there, that's all. By all means, grump and growl if you want. Put forward any arguments. I look forward to hearing from you. Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're game. You never know what I'm going to come up with. Heck, most of the time I don't know what I'm going to come up with. And I will talk to you again as soon as I can. Okay, catch ya.